This book was stressful. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. It was. They realized that you ain't ugly. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot all about the last book. Hello, friends. How are y'all today? Happy, when this video come out, it will be Sunday. So happy Sunday, friends. If you cannot tell by the title already, in this video today, we will be doing our April wrap-up. Yay! Really, I'm filming this on Wednesday and I'm working right now. I'm working from home, so if you hear my computer in the background, just don't mind it. Let's just act like I didn't tell y'all that. But before we even get into the April wrap-up, I know I left y'all on a cliffhanger on the last vlog if I have or have not finished Twisted Lies, and I'm here to tell y'all, I did not finish Twisted Lies by Anna Huang. I really tried, y'all, but I was not able to dedicate nearly enough time to focus and get through this book as I wanted to. This past week has been so extremely busy for me, as you all saw, and I didn't get to finish. But what I can say is we have only about 100 or so pages left, and I will finish that up today. And this will be a part of our Meg's TBR, and I will also go over the entire Twisted Lies series of Twisted Lies series, the whole Twisted series. I will give y'all the whole breakdown next Wednesday's vlog. So y'all will see it in that vlog. I will give y'all the whole rundown on everything I thought about the book, especially to make up for me not being able to include it in this review. Sad, but let's just go ahead and move on. So I have 5 physical copies here with me of the books that I've read, and then I have 4 that I don't have physical copies for, because I have read 9 books for the month of April, and I'm shocked because I just thought that it was only going to be about 7 or 8, and I actually read 9. So I'm very proud of myself, despite that I wasn't able to finish Twisted Lies. But let's just go ahead and get into it. The intro is already a little bit long. So the first book that we read for the month of April was Lyric by Gray Huffington. Lyric is following, well, the book is following Lyric and Keanu. Lyric is the sister of Lake and Luca, and Keanu is the best friend of Lake and Luca, right? And pretty much Lyric and Keanu has this like secret love romance thing brewing between the both of them, and child, everything is everything. So I ended up rating that book 4 stars. Out of the entire Gray Huffington series, out of the entire Eisenberg Effect series, I ended up rating Lyric 4 stars. And although that is a great review, out of all of the other Eisenberg Effect series books, Lyric was my least favorite, really because she was really just getting on my nerves. Like, Lyric, and Keanu had his ways where he was getting on my nerves too, but Lyric was just being so annoying. Like, girl, she was just being so annoying. So I still, despite her being annoying to me at times, I still rated it 4 stars. And I'm happy for my girl. I'm happy that Lyric and Keanu was able to figure their mess out. I almost gave a spoiler. But I'm happy for them. So just read the book. It's a lot goes on in that story, and I feel like you will really love it, especially if you love like urban romance type books. So yeah, so that was the first book I read for the month of April. The second book that I read for the month of April was this book right here. It is Legendborn by Tracy Dion. I ended up rating this 3 stars. This was following, I don't even remember her name because I didn't quite enjoy the book that much. Okay, this is following Bree, and what is his name? Nick, and who else? What is the other guy's name? Let me see. I don't even think that I don't even know. I'm not even gonna lie. This book was really disappointing for me, to say the least. This hasn't anything to do with Tracy Deon's writing. I feel like she has a great writing style, but this particular fantasy was just not for me. I don't know if it was because it was so overhyped for me in the book talk and the booktube world, and so many people are obsessed with it. And actually a few of my followers are obsessed with it, and I love that for y'all. But it just didn't do it for me, unfortunately. I just couldn't really grasp the story. I couldn't really connect to the characters or the storyline. It was a bit confusing for me throughout the entire book. I went into more details about it in a couple of vlogs ago. I will try to remember to put that particular blog that I talked about this book in the description box, so you all can go back and see what I was feeling in real time. But this was just a 3-star for me. Actually very weary and unsure if I'm going to read Bloodmark, which is the second book to this series, but you know, we'll see what happens. I heard Bloodmark was so much better than Legendborn, so we'll just see. We'll see. So that was the second book of April, the second book in April that I read. The third book that I read for the month of April was Lake, and any physical book that I don't have right here, I'll of course put it on the screen. Lake. Absolutely ate that book up. Lake was definitely a 5-star for me. This was following Lake, and I think it was Baisley is her name. Let me see. I think it was Baisley. Let me see. Hold on. Why they don't tell you in the... They don't tell me. They don't tell you. I'm crossing my fingers that her name is Baisley because I don't want to give out the wrong name. But if I am saying her name wrong, I will just put it on the screen so you all know her name. But it was following Lake and Baisley, and pretty much Lake is the younger brother of Luca, but the older brother of Lyric. And Lake and Baisley have history. I mean, a lot of history together. They were once friends to lovers, and then life happened, and they stopped being lovers for about a decade or so, and then eventually they just started coming back around to each other, and everything is everything with them. Like, I absolutely love them. I love them so freaking much. I don't even know what to say without giving spoilers. Just know that out of the entire Eisenberg Effect series, Lake was definitely my favorite. It's one of those things where it was almost like the ugly duckling of the family, which he really wasn't, like the black sheep, which I don't say he wasn't, but Lake was like the jokester of the family and got in trouble the most. And it almost seemed like he was just this bad boy, and he just isn't like a good person. Like, he's a good person, but he's not. There's so much layers to Lake that you just have to unpeel and unpeel, and he just so soft inside, and I just love it. I just love Lake so much. So that was a 5-star read for me, friends. 1 second, I need to check my computer. One moment. All right, friends, so I'm back. Sorry about that. So the next, I think this is the 5th book. Is this the 5th book? Look, hold on, let me see. No. Yes. So the 5th book that I read for the month of April is another 5-star read. It was The Teacher by Frida McFadden. And this was the second Frida McFadden book that I read of hers. And y'all, 5 stars. I ate it up. I loved it. And really because, oh my goodness, like, it's like she has little plots, and then she has this huge big plot at the end. And though you saw like the little plots throughout the story, maybe if you like kind of got used to her writing and her writing style, that end plot that she wrote in this book was just like, are you serious? Are you serious? Like, I'm still screaming about this book. Like, this was a 5-star read for me. And the thing is about Frida McFadden, she has really made me love thrillers, like, for real. Y'all know, and I say this all the time, I'm a romance girly. I'm a romantic girly, but I am definitely evolving into a thriller girly as well. Hence, so many thrillers I have on my shelf now because of y'all. So, definitely 5-star reads for me. 5-star read for me. I definitely encourage you to read this, especially if you're new to thrillers. I'm gonna call Frida McFadden the thrillers for dummies, and not in a bad way. That is such a good thing because she makes it so easy for you to read, to follow. It's fast paced. It's nothing too difficult to like understand and wrap your brain around. It's fun. It's a page turner. The 2 books that I read of hers so far. The next book of hers that I'm going to read is going to be The Housemaid by Freida McFadden. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, make sure you follow me on Instagram, because little certain books like that are highly requested, I do a close friend spoiler reading vlog for them, and we have so much fun. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, always look in my description box because I always have it linked. But yes, 5-star read for me. Absolutely loved it. The 6th book that we read for the month of April is Magnolia Parts by Jessa Hastings. We finally read this book, y'all, and I also have Daisy Hates up there. That we will probably read that in the month of June, maybe. But I rated this 4-star. This book was stressful. This book stressed me out so freaking much. I'm like, baby, if this was my daughter, any of my daughters, no ma'am, no ma'am, no ma'am, no ham, no turkey. Absolutely not. I refuse to allow you to be so hooked on a man that ain't okay, to where you are literally losing yourself and putting yourself through so much toxicity because of this man. Okay, no, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. 4 stars, y'all. Please go into this book with no expectations. That's all I can say. Because if you go in expecting a romance, love story type thing, if you're going in here expecting like drama but a happy ending, if you're going in here with thinking like, oh, even if it's toxic, my heart still won't be broken and shattered to pieces, go in here with an open mind. That's all I'm gonna say. It's going to be different from the rom-coms that we be reading. It's going to be different from those really cute romance books that we absolutely love and adore. It's different. So just go into that. And if you go in open-minded like I did, I really think you will really enjoy this book. They stressed me out. But I had a good time with them. Like, it was so much fun reading it. So I'm actually excited and very scared to read Daisy Hates. I'm not gonna hold you, but yeah, this was a 4-star read for me, and that was the 6th book I read in the month of April. The 7th book that I read in the month of April was Liam. Y'all, we finished the Eisenberg Effect series, so that was Liam. That was book 4 of the Eisenberg Effect series. Liam is the father of Lyric, Lake, and Luca. And this was a novella centered around Liam and his wife, and up until present day. It was really, really well written. I rated this 4.5 stars, and I feel like this could have been a 5-star if we had like a whole Liam book. But because this was a novella, it was such a great segue to her introducing her new series, which is The Domino Effect, which I plan to read. I don't know when I'm going to read it, but I definitely plan to read that sooner than later. So that was a 4.5-star read for me. I don't know what that noise is. Sorry, y'all, if y'all can hear something in the background. The 7th book. Wait, hold on, I'm getting confused. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so the 7th book that I read for the month of April is Twisted Games by Anna Huang. I ended up rating this 5 stars, and I think this was about Reese and Bridget. It was. This was following Reese and Bridget, and I love this book so freaking much. Oh my god. Bridget is this princess slash queen to be of her country called Eldora. Y'all know I ain't good with pronunciation with these names and these books, honey. But she's and Reese is her bodyguard. And this is like a forbidden romance. Enemies to lovers, friends to lovers. All the things. All the things, and I ate it up. I love this book so freaking much. This was my first 5-star of the Twisted series, because Twisted Love I think was 4 stars or 3.5 stars for me. This was a 5-star. Please be aware of every Twisted series book that you pick up, the sex scenes is going to be a lot. It is. The spicy scenes are going to be a lot. It's very heavy, it's very explicit, and if that is something that you don't like, you may not like these books. But if that's something that you don't quite care about, you will eat these books up. You will eat it up. She literally does such a good job with, what is the word I'm looking for? With the slow burn. She really kills the slow burn game. I ain't gonna hold you. But the thing is about Anna Huang's slow burns, the plot in the storyline it's just so good. Like, she writes it to where it doesn't feel so dragged out. It's so much going on in the story that it's a page turner, and you anticipate for them to finally like make the next move. Like, you're just so excited, you're so ready. And she does a really good job with developing the characters, the storyline, the plot, the anticipation, all of that. She masters it, and it's really, really good. So I really enjoyed this one. This was a 5-star read for me. The 8th book that I read for the month of April was actually Twisted Hate, and I actually read this in under 48 hours. And this was, I think, another 5-star read for me. I'm 99% sure. Yes, this was another 5-star read for me. This is following Jules and Josh. Jules is Josh's little sister best friend, which is Ava. So Jules and Ava is best friends, and Ava and Josh are siblings. And this was like an enemies to lover, friends with benefits type of situation. It was so good. It was so good. And the interesting thing is, everybody just knew they hated each other. Shoot, even they thought they hated each other. But then they realized that they liked each other. Like, they realized that you ain't ugly. You're actually pretty attractive. So then they come up, and this on the back of the book, they come up with this enemies with benefits type of arrangement. Of course, they have to promise each other not to fall in love with each other, and I don't believe in love, and blah, 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 blah. And they realize, like, you don't have control over your feelings, baby. You can't help who you fall in love with. So this was also a 5-star read for me. Between Twisted Games and Twisted Hate, I don't know which one was my favorite, but I think I want to say Reese and Bridget is still my favorite. Then Twisted Hate, maybe Twisted Love, and then probably Twisted Lies. But I'm not done with Twisted Lies yet, so we'll see who's going to be the third runner-up. But yes, y'all, that is all the 9 books that I read in the month of April. So we read Twisted Hate, we read Twisted Games, we read Magnolia Parts, we read The Teacher, we read Legendborn, we read Lake, we read Lyric, we read Liam. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot all about the last book. The last book we actually read was a short novella. It was Ever, about the Iceberg Effect series, and that was only about 75 pages-ish. And that was more so about Ever following her postpartum depression story after she gave birth to her 4th child, which was their son. And I talked about it in the last vlog. If you have not, if you're a mother and you battle with postpartum depression or anything like that, I highly encourage you to read that book. Although it can very probably be triggering, and it can probably give you memories back to that place that you were once in. It also is so beautiful to see and witness how she came out of that with the support of her husband and with the love of her children. So that was actually the 9th book that I read for the month of April. And that's it, y'all. That is my April's wrap up. I'm excited for May's wrap up. Well, May's TBR, because we're going to start May's TBR today, hopefully. I don't know. I've been a little busy lately. So that is my April's wrap up. Here are all the books here. So I hope you all really enjoyed this video. I cannot wait until the next one. Oh, and about the giveaway. I am choosing the giveaway winner no later than Wednesday. Next Wednesday at, what day is that? The 8th. So Wednesday, May 8th, I am choosing the giveaway winner. So if you all do not know what I'm talking about, go look at my last vlog that I just posted. I give details of the giveaway. So if you still want to be entered, you still have time. I am choosing the giveaway on that Wednesday. So keep your DMs open, have your notifications on, because I might be messaging. I will be messaging of 2 of you, because I'm going to pick 2 winners. So 2 of y'all are gonna win the giveaway. So if you want to be entered in, go look at my last vlog. But anyway, I love y'all so much, and I'll see you in Wednesday's vlog. Bye.